What's up, Times News area people? We're going to call this some table talk. I'm Justin Carlucci here with Patrick Matsinko. We've been at the Times News for much longer than probably either one of us anticipated when we joined in 2012, but here we are in 2020 and things are crazy. So I kind of figured, hey, let's check out and reach out to some local businesses in our area, see what's going on, see how they're handling everything, kind of just talk about whatever. I mean, this teleconference and video conference is really changing the game right now, and a lot of people are using it. So I figured since we all really can't go anywhere, let's reach out to some businesses. And for anybody interested in talking about their business and what's going on and, maybe some promos they got going on, feel free to reach out to one of us or email tneditor@tnonline.com. Today we have Torey Caruso from Pizza Como, U.S.A. in the Carbon Plaza Mall in Lehighton joining us. But first, Patrick, how's it going, man? I know you're doing some sports coverage and some news coverage over there in Lehighton. So how's everything going?
Good. I think we're kind of in a holding pattern like most everybody else, just kind of trying to take it one day at a time. This is a period that we'd normally be kind of just into about the second week, I guess, of the spring sports season, but just kind of trying to adjust, do some different things. I guess it's given us the opportunity to kind of highlight some other things around the area. We've done a couple of features of most memorable games from some area coaches, just kind of trying to catch up with some college athletes that have been affected by having their spring senior seasons cut short, ended, just kind of talking to them, getting their experiences and seeing just kind of how they're dealing with it, how they're handling it. So I think we're just kind of trying to make the best of it. So,
hey, yeah. And we're live right now, man. So it's live action right now. Torey Caruso is at Pizza Como, his pizza shop. You guys have been there for quite some time. What's the history behind Pizza Como in Lehighton?
It's kind of my grandfather came over here from Italy and wanted to get into some business. They started in New York and then they moved their way into Lehighton. He met a couple people and they started the business. And unfortunately, the partnership didn't work out. So my grandfather took sole ownership of the company and it's kind of how it originated. And 46 years later, we're still going strong. Hopefully another 46.
Patrick, you've been through Pizza Como probably as frequent as I have. We're all actually Lehighton High School grads. So, and Torey, I guess I know you're very involved with the Booster Club and things like that at the high school, actually throughout the district in Lehighton. So, yeah. What are you guys kind of involved with over there?
I mean, we do it all, man. We help out with varsity, JV, middle school, all athletics, the Booster Club, as you said. We just, we try and do anything we can to help the community and help better the community any way possible. We sell them pizzas at our cost, and then they sell them and they make a little money for themselves to help out the school district and the athletic association. So whatever we can do to help, that's what we try and do. My dad has always been keen on helping where he can. If he's able to help somebody, he's going to do it. He'll give the shirt off his back if somebody asks. So,
yeah. Patrick, I mean, here we are. I never thought we'd be kind of forced to do remote work as much as possible. A lot of people are. A lot of businesses are still open, and they're going through some tough times, especially as the entire world is battling collectively against COVID-19. Patrick, what are just your thoughts on where we are today, end of March, and for a local business like Pizza Como? I mean, what comes to mind first when you think about challenges and stuff like that?
I think you just kind of, you realize maybe, just how much you might have been taking some things for granted, just kind of the routines and different things that you would have on a regular basis, whether that's for us with work and just kind of the daily schedule that you'd have and knowing kind of what you were doing day to day, week to week, or I'm sure just kind of, whether you're going to go out shopping, whether you're going to go to the store, obviously now we have limited hours, a lot of places have limited availability. So you kind of have to plan everything a little bit more, a little bit farther ahead. So, and I'm sure that's the same, obviously on the business end of it, for different people, just kind of what they're doing just day to day and just sort of the usual things that they would have. And just kind of how they would plan out their schedule. So yeah, I mean, it's different, and we always joked about kind of going to Walmart late at night and doing different things after work. And obviously, with stuff like that, all these places have limited hours, and you can't just kind of pick up and go. So I think you have to be a little more careful just kind of with what you're doing, where you're going, and that kind of thing too. And I'm sure for everybody else too, you're worried about yourself, but you're worried about the people that you're around. Obviously, if you have, parents, grandparents, different things like that, whether they're in nursing homes, whether they're at home with you or whatever, you're just kind of, I think, always a little bit more mindful of just kind of what you're doing and, where you're going and who you're coming into contact with and that kind of thing and how it might affect them as well as yourself. So,
Torey, for Pizza Como, what's it been like the past, I don't know, 3 weeks to a month? I guess maybe you've been operating under these interesting circumstances now.
It's different, that's for sure. It's changed business a lot. You've had to kind of manipulate it in different ways to try and generate some revenue, some buzz, So we've cut back our hours. Normally we're open till 10 to 11, but since this has been going on, we've cut back our hours from 10 to 8 just to try and save a little bit. We cut back on our staff a little bit during the week. But then again, you don't want to cut back too much because, you gotta care for your employees too, So you gotta, as much as, it's hurting you, they're hurting too. So you kind of just gotta take care of them, take care of yourself, try and figure out ways to do that while everybody is still, doing all right. So it's been all right though. I mean, during the week it's a little slow, but the weekends have been pretty good. Knock on wood, that continues. So yeah, hopefully it's over and done with soon. Hopefully we get back to some kind of normal here pretty soon. But who knows?
Is it uncomfortable being around people? I mean, this is the community that we all love, and I'm sure most of the people that come in and out of the shop. Is it uncomfortable, like the unknown factor, and just people? Nobody really knows what this thing's capable of, whether it's airborne or on surfaces, etc.
Right, and that's one thing, I like to pride ourselves on our cleanliness. We clean. So, I mean, every hour, or so, we're wiping things down with disinfectant, and we're just it's a little nerve-wracking, just because, like you said, you don't know. Possibly somebody could be a carrier and not be showing any symptoms, So you're talking to them, you're speaking to them, you're taking money from them. You just have to plan accordingly, You just have to keep up with the hand washing, keep up with the cleaning, and hopefully that's good enough to keep you healthy.
Go ahead, Patrick.
No, I think just, trying to take all those kind of preventative measures and being proactive about everything. And, I'm sure, like he said, kind of trying to do everything that, they already had been doing, but just maybe kind of being extra careful with some things, and just trying to really be mindful of it. But yeah, I think just kind of trying to do all the stuff that, you were probably already doing before, like just kind of, as much as everyone keeps advocating washing your hands and doing all that stuff, just kind of keep trying to do everything that you were before. But just sort of being mindful of it and continuing to kind of take preventative measures and trying to be as proactive as possible. I mean, there are so many recommendations for sleep and for eating well and drinking well and, doing all those things. So I think a lot of it's just kind of trying to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and just kind of, continuing to be, careful of, doing what you can for everybody that's around you. So,
right. And that's one other thing, like, I think we're going to have to take some kind of measure just because last night it got a little crazy. We got really busy and people were coming in and too many people were coming in at a time. You know what I mean? So somebody would come in to pick up a pizza, but they would bring in, their father, their mother, their sister. Everyone would come in with them to pick up their pizza. So we may have to take some kind of better measure, maybe, one person per pickup order come in, and just so there's not, because there were just too many people standing in here waiting for food. And I could tell on people's faces that some people were getting a little bit uncomfortable with that, just having everybody around them like that. And, it's true though. It's a scary thing.
Definitely. So that can people that in the area, can they stay tuned to your Facebook page for updates and things like that?
Yes, I've been keeping our Facebook up to date with all of the rules and everything that we're kind of doing here to try and prevent any kind of cross-contamination or anything like that. So.
I saw you guys are kind of doing some different things, some maybe new promotions to kind of generate some business during this tough time. Talk to me about these pizza kits I saw that you have.
Yeah, so right now we're doing pizza kits for, everybody's stuck at home. Some families are stuck at home. They're probably getting stir crazy, So I was just trying to come up with some ideas, of something that families could do together at home, So if you don't want to come in and pick up an already made pizza, I've been making little pizza kits where people can come pick up a pizza kit for $9 even. You get your dough, 16-inch dough. You get a cup of sauce, a cup of cheese, and then you can go home and you can make it with your family and you can cook it in your oven at home.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, and we're also doing ready to bake pizzas. So what we do is kind of just like if you buy DiGiorno at Giant, take it home and cook it. We have pizzas here, they're already made, or we make them by order, but they're not frozen. So they're fresh, they're made to order. We prepare the pizza, we prepare a shell, we put the sauce, the cheese on it, we box it, and then you just slide it out of the box onto your oven at home and cook it.
That's awesome. I don't know about you guys. I'm not a great cook, so those unbaked pies seem pretty easy.
And that's the thing. So like you were saying about the Facebook, all the cooking instructions I have on our Facebook page, so people can go on, they can look how to cook their pizza at home, they make it, they eat it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's going good.
What are some of your most popular sellers at Pizza Como? I know the classic is the Nino special, and Nino is obviously your father, and is he still the owner of Pizza Como?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I know he used to spend quite some time there, and now that you're
that guy, he doesn't stop. He's still here every day. He comes in 5:30, 6 in the morning, every day. I can't tell you the last time my dad didn't come here in the morning.
So the Nino special, I know, is a staple of Pizza Como and a very popular seller. But what else do you have going on at Pizza Como?
Well, actually, right now with this going on, like I said, everybody's hurting. So we're trying to, doing things the cheapest way possible, but still getting the product that you want from Pizza Como. So right now we're running some great specials. We have 2 large pizzas for $16.99. That's been a really good seller for us as of late. We've been doing 3 Italian hoagies for $16.99. That's been moving pretty well. Right now, normally people are used to coming in here and the glass windows full of strombolis and slices and all kinds of other things. But right now, we can't have too much out on display with this going on. So kind of everything's made to order right now. But other than that, our strombolis, they're a very big seller. We sell a lot of stromboli. Obviously, I said the pizza. Our garlic knots, we've been moving a lot of those since all this happened. I feel like people want to be in and out. You know what I mean? They want something that's good, but also, quick and easy, something they can come in, grab, and go.
Patrick, for either of you, did you ever think in your wildest imagination that we would be in a situation we are as a world right now?
No, but I think you're definitely thankful for the technology that we do have, and different kind of different avenues that you can kind of take and use to be able to stay connected. It's one thing where obviously you have people in quarantine and self-isolation and all that stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be away from everybody. You can still have those connections and communities, and still be very much involved, whether it's with work, with friends, with family. So I'm definitely very thankful, though, that we can continue to kind of do different things like this, and stay connected. And that way you kind of don't feel like you are sort of on an island, and just sort of doing your own thing. I know obviously so many people that might think they're kind of stuck at home, but I think it's more so just the idea of maybe being safe at home too, and then also just the idea that you can still kind of stay involved with everything that you were doing. And I think those relationships are really important, and to not feel like that you're in it alone. You're in, everybody's in this together, and you just kind of try to make the best of it. and continue to kind of support one another. So, and just kind of try to do everything that you can to help everybody else. So,
Yeah. So Pizza Como, Carbon Plaza Mall in Lehighton, 610-377-2772.
Got it.
You are delivering still, correct?
Yes, right now we're doing a delivery service and you can pick it up. And again, if you don't want to come in here, that's perfectly fine. Place your order. When you get outside, just give us a call. We'll run it out to you. That's no problem.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Before we get out of here, you want to give a shout out to anybody? For people that don't know who know you, I know you're not really a new father anymore, but belated congratulations. Carter in the Pizza Como family. What was his birthday?
November 14th.
Wow.
November
Close
14th.
Years.
Mine's November 29th, and my girlfriend's is November 2nd. So all three of us are right there.
Good. Yeah, you want to give a shout out to your family real quick or anything?
Yeah, just want to say hi to Caitlin and Carter and Danica, my mom, my dad, Darcy, everybody. Hi. And we love you, and we hope everybody's doing great.
Awesome. Awesome. Pat, anything before we kind of close up shop and until next time?
No, just again, kind of like we mentioned, for everybody, it's sort of been an adjustment, trying to figure out the new normal, I guess. But yeah, we're always kind of open for ideas, looking for different things to kind of highlight during this period. So again, if there are any maybe college seniors, coaches, athletic directors, anybody that's been affected that wants to reach out, we're certainly more than willing and interested, to talk, to do a story. So. Feel free to email tnsports@tnonline.com or send us a Facebook message on our Facebook page. Any way you want to reach out, we're here, and we're more than happy to listen and to talk about it.
And local businesses, we want to hear from you too. If you want to sit down sometime during this crazy time in the world and talk about your business and what's going on and some good things and some positivity, feel free to reach out. You can DM our Facebook page. Or email tneditor@tnonline.com. So looks like we're going to wrap up our first ever table talk here with our 2020 modern technology we have. So for my colleague here, Patrick Matsinko and Torey Caruso of Pizza Como, U.S.A. in Lehighton, thanks for joining us. Stay safe and stay well, everyone.
Thank you, Justin. Thanks, Pat. Good talking to you guys.